Hi. So I'm really glad to be here with you all. I spent for quite a while, a number of years, I would join the children in our Chapel Day preschool about once a week and read them a story. We talk a little bit about God, who God is, the nature of God, and I'd read them a story. And it was just a chance for us to have kind of an age appropriate, friendly conversation around God and faith. And so I wanted to do that with you all this summer, is every other week or so read you a story about who is God or the nature of God, just to continue to explore together how we experience God in our lives. And so this book I'm going to read today is a book that was written by Rachel Held Evans and Matthew Paul Turner. It's called What is God Like? And I like this book because we don't know what God is like. And we have no idea. We can't see God. We sometimes can experience God. And yet God is, we call God creator of all that is. God is the source of all creation, God's inspiration and creative imagination. And so in this book, it begins with the first line is, what is God like? So what is God like? That's a very big question, one that people from places all around the world have wondered about since the beginning of time. And while nobody has seen all of God, because God is far too big for any of us to fully see, we can know what God is like. So here's the next page. See the kids. God is like an eagle, sharp-eyed and swift, with wings so wide you can play under the shadows. God is like a river, constant and life-giving. When you grow near God, you'll sprout up as strong as a tree. You can see the eagle over here. God is like the stars, forever present and bright. Even when they feel far away, you can always look up and see them winking at you. Have you ever done that at night? Been outside where you can see all the stars? Some places you can see so many stars, it almost makes me dizzy to look up into the sky. It's really beautiful. Our God is like a shepherd. So, shepherd, the person that takes care of sheep, brave and good, a protector who loves her sheep so much that she watches over all of them and knows each of their names by heart. So you can see a little bit of God. God is like a fort. Oh, do you build forts sometimes in your home or outside? A fort strong and secure with walls that are mighty and safe. Inside, there are hidden places to hide when you're scared or quiet or just need a place to rest. It's like a fun little fort. God is like a gardener, patient and nurturing. God plants, waters, weeds, and fertilizes the earth until every good thing on it seeks nourishing sun and grows. God is like the flame of a candle, warm and inviting. With God close by, you can look to the light and see through the darkest of nights. God is like the wind, passionate and full of mystery. God is both here and mysteriously also over there. God is everywhere, swirling throughout the world, whistling across mountain ranges, rustling through trees, and pressing against your cheek on a breezy day. So when you feel the wind, you might be thinking, oh, that's God that I can feel on this breezy day. God is like an artist, and I do believe God is like an artist with this beautiful world that God's created. Creative and unpredictable, always busy making and remaking everything brilliant and new. God is like a mother, strong and safe. You can crawl up on her lap whenever you want to, and she will hold you until you fall asleep. So imagine God's presence, one can feel safe and secure. God is like a father, gentle and safe. He will put you on top of his shoulders to give you a bird's eye view of all of creation. And God is like three dancers. We often talk about the Trinity, God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit. God is like three dancers, graceful and precise. They move to the same music in very different ways, showcasing all of God's elegance and rhythm in your life. God is like a rainbow, vivid and full of color, a dazzling reminder of promise and hope for all people after a storm. Oops, I can turn this page. God is like a best friend, faithful and true, closer to you than even your brothers or sisters. So the family. God, and because we know what God is like, we know, another pretty picture. Because we know what God is like, we know that God is kind, God is forgiving, God is slow to get angry, God is quick to be glad, God is happy when you tell the truth and sad when things are unfair. She is your protector. He is trustworthy. They are friends when you feel alone. God hopes, God preserves. What is God like? See that person wondering, what is God like? God, that's a very big question, one that people from places all around the world throughout all time have answered in many different ways. Keep searching, keep wondering, keep learning about God. Whenever you aren't sure what God is like, think about what makes you feel safe, what makes you feel brave, what makes you feel loved. That's what God is like. So I encourage you to get this book for yourself, young or old. It's a beautiful book, lots of wonderful artwork in it. The artist is Ying Hu Tan, so a great little book. I encourage you to get it yourself. You can find it in all bookstores and also through Amazon. So I hope that you enjoyed this story. Aaron's going to send out some little craft projects for you all to work on. And I hope you have I hope you're having a great summer, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.